guys, hi friends. Welcome back to Shiko Hope TV. My name is Shiko Hope, and this is where we say, Inawezekana, we give you hope. We tell you never give up, never lose hope, always keep hope alive. And if this is your first time here, welcome to this channel. This is where you belong. And if this is not your first time here, welcome back. And leave a comment below. If you are new, let me know you are new. If you are not new, comment below and let us interact in the comment section. Guys, today is another day where we have a guest in the house. And because you called me and you told me, Shiko, we need Moses to come back. We need him back. Here he is, and he has a lot of information. He has been following in the comments, your questions, all things that you have been asking from him. He's here and he's ready to tackle each and every question that you asked. And let me introduce him and bring him on the camera. And here he is, Mr. Moses.
Hey, hi, Shiko Hope. How are you
Welcome back
doing?
to Shiko Hope TV.
Thank you.
We are so humbled to have you again.
Yeah, thank you so much for this opportunity to, to answer some of the questions and to interact more with the viewers.
Mhm.
So I'm happy to be back.
And we are so happy that you are back, and my people are here waiting to hear from you. Yeah, because from the last video, you gave us a lot of hope and they were concerned. Can we have Moses back?
Yeah, it's good to hear that people want to get more information, and that's why we are here to share that. And I'm glad they watched that video.
Yes, and we might be having some new people who didn't have, maybe they have not watched the other video. Maybe you can give us a brief introduction. Who is Moses? About how you came here, just briefly.
Yeah, sure, Shiko. I came to the US in 2007 from Kenya, recruited under work visa, that is H-1B visa, directly from Kenya. And I've been here since, working. I think I have worked in two areas, two places. That is, one is where I started and where I am now, but still in the education sector.
That's good to hear. Now they can remember you. And if you have not watched the other video, guys, I beg you to go back and watch the other video we did with Moses, because he gave us how he came here, all the experience and everything. Today we are tackling on the questions that you guys have, you have been inboxing me, still telling me, Shiko, can you connect me to Moses? I want to talk to him one-on-one. Now, here he is. And before we continue, Moses, you can tell us how we can connect, we can connect with you.
Wonderful. I'm very pleased to inform every viewer that I have my channel, YouTube channel. Its name is Boundless Grind. And we say that's where we grind until we make it. So I'm pleased to inform you that we have that, and you can reach me on at info@boundlessgrind.com. That's my email.
Wow. Actually, I will put the link below in the comment section, so it can be easier for them to come to your channel and interact with you over there.
Yeah, and also Facebook, Boundless Grind, Instagram, Boundless Grind, and Twitter, the same Boundless
Grind.
Yes.
Yes. I will put everything in the comment section for them to know where to find you.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, let's start with the questions that they have been asking. Is the agency that helped you, or that the one that employed you, is it still doing the same, or how is it now?
Yeah, from the time I came, they did go back to Kenya like the following 3 years, 2008, 9, 2010, and I think they jumped 1 year. I can't recall exactly, but they went back several times. But also it involves costs and other immigration issues. So they stopped and started recruiting from from here, but still they recruit H-1B visa under H-1B visa. So I haven't heard that they are going right away, but I know with the time they might be going back, and many other schools or other companies are also trying to do that. If you have been reading in the news, the US has quite a good number of workers who are retiring, and therefore some of these jobs that they have proven that they struggle to get people, they might be going out there, and which is okay, which is good news for many of us and many of our relatives and friends back in Kenya. So keep watch, keep your eyes open, keep your ears wide open, and listen to us and watch these videos and all that, and get the information that you need so that you are able to apply and make a move.
Yes, thank you for telling us. And I can tell my people to follow you on your YouTube, because you might you are the first person to know if the opportunities are there.
Yeah, actually, in my YouTube video, the aim is to give that information out. And whoever wants to reach out to get more deeper information, they can do that through the email that we gave earlier, and we can discuss and see what do they need to do, where do they start, how do they look for those jobs, which companies are employing now, and I'll be giving updates on how things are going in terms of the best times to apply and which companies are really employing at the moment, so that people can look into that. And it is all sectors, not just in education sector, but all sectors that accommodate H-1B visas. But the first thing is, because you have to be sponsored, then you have to know which companies are employing, so that you can apply. And you have also to know which companies are employing from outside and which companies are employing from now. When do they start? When do they end? And things like that, so that you know the timing.
Yeah. Anyone who is interested in this opportunity, please run to Boundless Grind YouTube channel. That is where you are going to see a lot of these opportunities once they are open. Moses is here for you.
Yeah, wonderful. They are welcome, and please subscribe, and so that when you get all the information as it comes in.
Yes. Now, Moses, another person asked me, can you tell Moses to tell us what is the starting way? Someone who is already gotten the opportunity, now he's already there. The first day, how was the experience?
Now, it's some of the things you do are things you never thought you'd do, or things that have never occurred into your mind, or technically maybe you never wanted to be a teacher, or but now here you are a teacher, and you're in a different environment, so everything is different. For example, when I wake up in the morning, I brush my teeth and things like that. It looks easy to me. But to the students that I was teaching, brushing, if you tell them to brush their teeth, that's a big step. It has to be broken into smaller steps. And, rethinking about that, and now teaching the students how to do that, it's something you need to learn also with the time. So you go with a student and you tell them to do something, then they just look at you or start running away because they didn't get you. They wanted that small step, first step. What do you do when you're brushing your teeth? How do you stand in front of the mirror? Things like that. If you are not following that, then they are not listening to you. So you have 4 students, then everybody starts doing their own things. But when somebody else comes who has been working with them, you just tell them, hey, do this. After that, you do this. After that, you do this. Then they follow, and you look like you think like they are doing magic, or they are genius in this job. But later on, you learn, and really you become a pro in it once you understand. But you have to come down to the students' level, and like I said in the other video, I was a teacher teaching mathematics and geography, and now you have to teach these skills, small skills, but very important to the students. You have to go to that level and understand them in the first place, and understand how they learn, so that you can be able to teach them and actually keep them engaged throughout.
Yeah, and what about the housing? Were you like used to the type of housing here back home, or how was it?
I wasn't, because back home we have an open area. We have in the village we have the open area, big piece of land. But now here you are enclosed. You are living in small rooms and some public or common kitchen. And in Massachusetts, we had the winter, right on. And you find yourself staying in the house in the big building, for 2 weeks without going out. And that was a little bit interesting. And when you go out, it's all snow. So I wasn't used to that, especially staying in the house for too long. But here you are busy, because we are housed in the same school. You just live there. In the morning, you just go to work. In the evening, you go back, and a week is gone, and you are too busy even to think about what is happening outside.
And can you tell us, in Kenya, you used to teach from Monday to Friday?
Yes.
What about here?
Here you forget about that. Many of us were, thought the Sunday would be a day to go to church and things like that. Saturday would be a day but we were told clearly, even before we got here, that you have to work during the weekends. And I used to work both days at that time. And you find yourself, your schedule on Sunday is 7 to 3 or 7 to 5. And therefore, you forget about your Sunday and church going until further notice. And you don't know when that will happen. But you have to bear with it and look for other alternatives of worshiping and being together with other believers like you. So you have to sacrifice some things. You also have to sacrifice, you used to 9 to 5, but sometimes, especially working in the residential area, it varies. It's maybe 2 to 10 to 11 p.m., sometimes 1 to 10, sometimes 12, sometimes 11:32, 5, things like that. You have to be able to work those different schedules, and sometimes sacrifice your sleep, and things like that. But we had to do it.
Yeah, I was just thinking, maybe you are like a choir master in your church. Now you come here, you are not practicing that because you are spending your Sundays at work. Maybe you are a teacher, yes, but also you have a calling, like you are a pastor or a preacher of the word. maybe because you are not working like 24 hours, 24/7.
Yes.
You might be having some fellowship. Is it something like that with other people, other Christians?
with other people, but all together, sometimes you're also too busy. There's no time because everybody's schedule is different. So you have to bear with that. Even when you want to fellowship with other people, they are not also available. They have also other schedules. But we meet at some point, maybe at 11 in the night, half an hour or so. But it was particularly very difficult for people who, as you say, who are active in church in Kenya to adjust, especially to give away the Sunday, and you have to. There was no choice, so it was particularly difficult for those people.
And another thing about working on weekends, does it mean that you have a lot of overtime?
Not really. You are working your usual hours, 40 hours. Yeah. So but you can always pick some other hours. For example, if you are working from 7 to 3, you can also opt to work from 3 to 11. And especially weekends where there were a little bit of openings that you can work.
Now, still on the issue of a teacher from Africa or from Kenya to a teacher in America teaching in different setting, the transition, did you find, or did you reach a point where you were like, I can quit?
I agree with you. At some point you feel like, is this what I came to do? And I can tell you the first 2 days were particularly difficult, and almost asking, can we get an airplane around to go back to Kenya? Especially when you are learning. It was a big impact, changing everything all of a sudden. I came on a Sunday, I believe, and Monday we were to work, and you're starting to train, and in a week you have the students. In 2 weeks you have several other students added under your care, and it was fast moving. Although the training was good and everybody was there to support, you have some supporting staff, but you feel the heat until maybe around 3 months, when now you also feel, oh, I'm comfortable, I can take care of the students by myself, because students with disability, and especially autism, one student can represent almost like 20 students, depending on the needs of that student. So sometimes it's difficult. So when you have 2 or 3 of them together, then things become a little bit difficult. But then you learn the game, and also you learn how students learn how they stay in a group and learn from each other. And even with the 4 students you have, because I had 4 students, who will be the leader, who is a follower, who doesn't like staying still, the things that they do. And we also had a very good techniques of working with the students that we were taught. There was very good training about that, which I appreciate until now, because now I understand how to work with such students, and also to give them the comfort they need, because most of the times when they have some behavior issues, they are communicating something, but how do you know what they mean? How do you know whether they understand you? How do you know how they respond? So it's difficult. It's not like you tell students, you just run, let's do some 100 meters run in the field, and they do it. They will just look at you and wonder, okay, what did you just say? And you can't command them. You understand them, the way they communicate, just like we understand our little kids, when they cry, how do we know that they need water, or they are wet, they need to change, they are hungry? It's kind of a bonding. When they cry, you can tell, oh, this one is sick, and you attend them that way. So it was a challenge, but within no time, then you find yourself being told, now you can take charge of this, of A and B or C. Then you realize, oh, okay, I'm there now. I can do it. They trust me with the kids. They trust me with the systems, and I'm good. So then you now start roaring and moving.
Wow. And during the other video, you told us one of the benefits that you had, that they were paying for your ticket back home, to go home and back.
Yeah, every year you get a benefit. That benefit, they pay for your ticket. You can be given the money. They give you the money, so you can use it to buy the ticket, or you can use it to send back home or do something else with it.
So it was upon you to decide.
Yeah, but it is there every year.
Yeah, I can imagine a person who was not expecting now to deal with the special kids, given that opportunity to go home. Now you can decide, I am going and I'm not coming back.
Yeah, but I stayed 2 years before I went back home. Not that I could not go, but I just stayed. I can tell you, like many of us who come here, they want to work for 3 years or 5 years and go back home. So I thought I would come here and do some 3 years and go back home, a rich guy, and do some mega things. But 2 years down the line, I realized it's not what I thought. So I went home, and that's when I met my my firstborn for the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Guys, if you missed the other video, you have to go back and watch the other video. Moses told us that he left when his firstborn was almost
here.
almost here. But you made to go home, and you met her when she was like 2 years, right?
Yeah, 2 years. And when I went home and interacted with her and the mother and the other relatives, I went in August. But when I came back after 2 or 3 weeks, I came back, I thought, no way, I can't live like this. I went back in December of the same year and now told them boldly, you're coming to the US. I'm not going to stay like, you're not going to live like this. So we agreed at that point, we start the process of them also joining me here. Because I saw what I was missing,
Family. Family.
Yes.
Yeah. So, Moses, you can advise someone who has a family and who is trying to play the green card thing. You can advise that person to include his family, right?
Yes, include the family. The initial, cost you might think it is too high, but include them, because if you don't include them, it will take a long time for them to come. And sometimes also when you are trying to bring them, they have to go through a different process, going to the embassy, and things like that. And it might also take some time. You don't know what will come by. Things might change even along the way. Why don't you include them now when you are applying, so that they are covered already?
Yeah, because when you went back home, you missed your family when you came back.
Yes, yeah, I felt it. There's something I'm missing in my life, and even if they were living well, there's something I'm missing, and I have to get it.
You are very lonely here. True?
Yes. Yeah, and after that, it took some time because I was reading the other day the emails back and forth with my wife, and it took some time for them to get the visa, the H4 visa, that's a family members visa, to come over, because there were some questions. Why was your husband in the US for 2 years? He never came back home. When they ask that question, you have to answer, and the way you answer also triggers other questions. And she went there for about 9 times, being told, just go bring this. Now we need to see your husband's pay slips. We need to see your husband's this and that, proof this and that. They later gave her, but it took some time. But it's all because I never went home. Like 1 year, 2 years. So they were wondering whether there's anything you're trying to do
Right.
that is not right. So all those questions. So it's good, especially for green card, to include your family members, and and also be accurate with the name sometimes. And I find this to be interesting. In Kenya, we change names along the way, include the exact names that are in the birth certificates and ID if there is any, so that those questions, you eliminate so many questions. That's why when you go to the embassy, you find somebody just came, went to the window, and they come out smiling, very happy with they have succeeded. And you're there waiting in the line, and you think it is going to happen the same to you. Then when you get there, you ask a million questions, and you wonder, so what was the difference? But there is something. They are very keen on these details, because they don't know you. It is up to you to prove that everything is right, and you have to do it.
Yes, that's what I normally tell my people. When you apply, it doesn't matter if you have money or not. If you have a family, include them. It will save you a lot of headache.
Yeah, the money will come.
God will provide.
God will provide, and I don't think there is anybody who doesn't want you to go to the US, to come to the US, because it's once in a lifetime opportunity.
Yeah.
So you always get, if you're open-minded, you always get help from other people, and you find yourself coming over.
Yeah, and in the other video, you told us that your wife came before you won green card. People, if you missed the other video, you missed a lot of information. I advise you to go back to the other video and watch it. Your family came before you applied for green card, right?
Yeah, and they came under H4 visa, which is if you're employed here under H1 visa, your family members, the spouse and children can get H4 visa. The children has to be under 21 years, I believe. They get H4 visas. They join you, as a principal, and then they may not work, but later on they can get other visas. There are so many other opportunities, and they can work. But in 2015, they also changed how that works. If your husband or wife, whoever has a H1B visa, starts the process of getting a green card, then the other spouse can now seek for to be allowed to work. So things change, and that's why I say bring them. Things might change. The way things were 2 years ago is not the same today. There is a little bit of hope in many of these immigration issues. So things change. So it's better when they are here, struggle together and move on from there.
Yes, yes. And when they came, that's when you applied for your green card.
Yeah, that's when I applied for my green card, and I applied for myself and the family. And my wife applied with the family, now me included in that. But I'm the one who got it, and therefore we went that route to get a green card.
Maybe someone who just joined us is asking, why did Moses apply for green card while he was still in the United States?
Well, you are not penalized to try different avenues. That's one. So try all the opportunities that are there. So I had H-1B visa, which was also renewed for another 3 years, so for a total of 6 years. And they had also told me they can start the process of doing green card, the school, and they would sponsor that. And they would do green card for me and my family, not just me. But then I had applied for the Rotary. I was trying every avenue that is possible. If there was another one I knew, I would have tried also, because you can do them concurrently. It doesn't matter. Whatever comes your way, you take it and grab and go.
And the green card lottery came before the work visa was done away.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to say that.
Yeah. So you try everything. Even those who are trying to do, to fill for a green card in Kenya, it doesn't mean that you can't try even like coming as a student, as you also try green card route. Try everything that is possible and at your disposal. Whatever comes first, take that and move on.
Yeah, it is not like you are fenced. You cannot go to the other side and the other side and the other side.
Exactly. Even those who are here and they are students, and they the regulation is they have to go back home and keep trying. Even also applying for these H-1B visas, jobs. Keep trying. You don't know what will come your way, and we have very brilliant people who can fit in every sector we have here. And just look around, be there, and please watch the videos that I'll be putting, because I'll be focusing on such jobs, such opportunities, whether you are here or whether or in Kenya or wherever else. Yeah,
and can we tell some of the students who are already here that this is a good way to earn a work visa?
Yeah, actually, the reason why this school that I was working in, when they realized they are not able now to go back to Kenya and recruit from there. Not that they were not able, but they were looking around other ways. They found a university which had several Kenyans, several people from international students, and they encouraged them to apply, and they have been sponsoring them from that school, because I think it also became like an affiliate school. Until they have exhausted those people. So that's why I say maybe in future they might be thinking of going outside, venturing outside now. So keep trying. There are all these avenues, and you never know, you might be the one.
Sure. So people go to Moses' YouTube channel, Boundless Grind.
Exactly.
We will be posting a lot of opportunities there once they are open.
Yeah.
That is your motive. You want to help our people to know more about the opportunity.
Exactly.
So guys, run to that channel. I am going to pin it below So it will be easier for you to go there and subscribe and watch the videos. So far, you have done a lot of videos. I was watching them and I was like, wow, you are a motivational speaker. You are doing this. I'll be following you every day. You post a video, I'm number one to watch.
They are welcome. They are welcome.
Yeah, you are doing a very good job over there. I congratulate you for that.
Thank you.
And I know a lot of information you have in store for us, and we are going to subscribe, to follow you, and we know we are going to benefit from your YouTube channel.
Yeah, I must say I'll be exploring those companies when they hire, the time they hire, the right time to apply, and things like that, how to apply, the best way of writing like a CV that captures attention, and things like that will help viewers to look for these opportunities and succeed. And sometimes it's overwhelming when you are in Kenya, because when you're thinking about the outer world, it looks so huge. Yeah. But you can fit anywhere, not even just in the US. There are international jobs in other countries. I was the other day looking at Australia. How do they do it? And it is very similar to what happens in the US. But sometimes it is easier to apply for a certain job in a certain country than the other. Sometimes also immigration regulations and laws change. It might change in the US, but it is easier to go to New Zealand, for example, or Britain at that point. Then it becomes easier in the US, but it's difficult in Canada at some point. So when you have that information and know when and where should I apply, then it becomes easier for you, and you stand a better chance of getting a job that you have been looking for. Especially now, knowing that there are so many people looking for opportunities in Kenya, and they are not able to get those opportunities or get chances to work in whatever they are good at. But there are many other places that they can do that, and it is good to be open-minded and look around, look far and wide.
Yeah, and you are here to guide us. Anytime we have a question, we contact Moses.
Exactly.
Yeah, we can say that you are God sent. Even your name says it all. You are Moses. You are taking us to the promised land.
That one I agree. I hope I will be able to carry the everyone, and if everyone, many people succeed, I'm happy. I'm very happy and pleased with that.
Yeah, that is all our motive. Even at Shiko Hope TV, that is what we are doing, and we give them hope. We tell them inawezekana.
Everything is possible.
Sure. Do you have anything to add on that before we end the video?
I'll say, even as we look at H-1B visas and opportunities like that, there are other areas, even including nursing. There are agencies, especially last year, I know several Kenyans came around. They are now my friends, and they came through an agency. Although they had spent like 1 year preparing for it in Kenya, but eventually they are here. And then pandemic hit, and they got all the jobs, opportunities to work and earn a lot of money within 1 year. They look like sonkos, because they came at the right time, I think. They have been working very actively, earning a lot of money. So they have a very good kickstart in their lives here in the US.
Yeah, we thank you so much, Moses, for coming back. Now we know where to get you. You are now reachable.
Thank you so much. And that's why I started that channel, because I saw the questions and the comments and the need, what people are going through. They have been looking for this information, and therefore, let them subscribe to my channel and share so that everybody gets the information. And I will also say, Shiko Hope, you're doing very good. So I'll request everyone, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please do so. We coordinate together to give you the information that you need to survive and thrive in this life. So thank you so much, Shiko, for this opportunity to talk to everyone in the world. Thank you.
Sure, you're most welcome. And here we say, inawezekana, we give hope. And I know I gave you hope. That's why you decided, let me start my channel so I can reach these people who are interested in these opportunities.
Exactly.
Yeah, it doesn't matter where you are or what you are doing. Our aim is to give hope and to give the information that everyone is needing. Now, as we end this video, I urge you guys to go to the Boundless Grind YouTube channel, subscribe there, and comment that you coming all the way from Shiko Hope. Yeah, Moses will be there waiting for you. Interact with him. Ask any question that you have over there, and he will get back to you. And that marks the end of this video. And until next time, bye-bye.
Bye.